Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of My Big Fat Junk Drawer, the show about the junk we keep and the stories we tell about it. We are in a real high-class environment because we have to turn off the air conditioner before we can record these things at home because it picks up the sound. So no amount spared for this show. Today I have a return guest, my husband Mike. All the way from the third floor. Mike, welcome back.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me back.
So I will ask the proverbial question. Mike, what did you bring from your junk drawer today?
Today, I actually brought in a little bitty of Lego.
Lego?
The wonderful things that we played with when we were 7 years old. And for one reason or another, I've decided to take up collecting it again as a past 47 years old.
I have to say I've stepped on a few of those pieces.
Not recently.
Well, yeah, actually today
Stop.
Yes, I picked one up off the table upstairs. There's some loose pieces around. What made you get back into Legos? Or did you really do it as a kid?
I did do it as a kid. That's why Emma has a whole bunch of like Legos and fake Legos that we love to call Flegos.
Oh yeah, fake Legos are Flegos.
Flegos, they're sitting upstairs somewhere collecting dust and parts unknown in her room.
Or Plegos.
Or Plegos, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why we call them Plegos.
I don't either. I think Emma called them Plegos, but actually they're Flegos.
I don't know, but the one I'm holding in my hand today is like the original Lego, the like 6-piece or 4-piece by 2-piece block. Simple, elegant.
What
did they call it?
In the world got you back into this mess? Because now we're junking up our house with Lego sets.
I know, isn't it crazy? And they're not cheap either.
No, they're not cheap.
They're not cheap. I don't think you could find a set for $50 or less that we would want to put together.
Well, now they have like the black label Lego for our age because we're the people buying it.
Yeah, just like the Star Wars toys are now called the black Star Wars toys because they're $100 instead of $7.
Yeah.
Or what were they? I think Lego sets back when I was a kid could have been like $6 or $7 a piece. Some of them came with like a little tiny bicycle that you just put your minifigure over the top. Now the bicycles are extravagant. Mm-hmm. They have Harleys and cars, and they're not like the cars that we had. We put like 16 blocks together and there's a car. It looks like a Volvo. Now they have like street cars and racing cars, and you could damage a whole chunk of your wallet by going into a Lego store, which are everywhere.
Yeah, there are sets that are almost $900 in that Lego store.
I know. I can't afford
that
any of those.
Eiffel Tower, there's saw that big digger of some sort the other day. I don't know what that was.
That was like $689 when we went into the store.
Yeah, the Millennium Falcon is a behemoth. A set that's about $700.
Yeah, and then they have a smaller version of the same like Millennium Falcon, also black label, only $80.
Oh,
$80.
God.
I don't think my parents spent $80 on all my Legos put together.
You know, it's really bad when we're thinking about vacations to, where is it? Belgium? Is that where they're located? No, Denmark. Excuse me. I knew that. I don't know why I forgot. So now I want to go to Denmark to the actual Lego store because here's my gripe. For the person who is, no pun intended, building outside the box and making their own little dioramas, if you will, why don't they make a set of like all windows and doors or all fence pieces and light posts? Like, why don't they make that? Because if I go to the Lego store and I need one fence post, or I know I can email them and they'll send a piece, but what if I need something special, like those clear Legos that you needed? Why can't I just buy a set of clear Legos?
I'm not certain. Maybe that is a question for them, because I'll be honest with you, now that I've gotten into Legos and thought it was really neat and think people taking pictures of dioramas of these massive scale things with train tracks and loop-de-loops for roller coasters and the you see massive displays at just at the library yesterday.
Oh yeah, we went to the Columbus Metropolitan Library yesterday, and there is the cutest Lego setup. It looks like a whole camp, like a camp village, camping sites, and like little rope bridges, and all these cabins, and a swimming pool is amazing, and all these trees. That's what I like, is how they put the flowers and the trees together.
Yeah, I think that's pretty neat too. What got both of our attention was the backside of the Lego set, where they had actually like a cut-in inside the mountain, and it had dudes like mining.
Oh yeah, the cut-ins. And there are a few people on TikTok that make these massive Disney Lego things. They've made the entire like Walt Disney World Park, Magic Kingdom Park, and there's one in particular that they've redone the entire Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Down to each scene is represented, and there's all these cut-ins of like inside the walls and stuff. It is so good. I can't even, down to the red-headed lady, as they referred to her as the wench before, but no more. Yeah, so it's pretty impressive what people can do. Now, I've always been the kind of person who can only do Legos with the instructions.
I'm there with you as well. I consider myself, well, let's see, a novice to beginner, where I can read the instructions and not really mess up. But we had like a Tony Stark Iron Man helmet that sat up there for like 2.5 years because I had something that didn't quite fit right, and I just kind of gave up.
I gotta be honest. I have never met someone with so many missing pieces to sets before, because none of my sets, and I'm just going to admit it right now, I've got my own Lego thing going on with all the flowers and the kitschy things, like there's a rain boot that turns into a watering can, and I have a ukulele, and I have some Christmas items. So I'm into the Legos too. But I will say, you always have missing pieces. I don't understand why.
Well, the Iron Man said I wasn't actually missing anything. I just had to take it apart and start all over again.
Oh, so you miss...
Yeah, so like I misplaced something, or something didn't hook on right or something. Like I said, they're like IKEA sets. They just give you like instructions that just have pictures. Yeah. There's nothing like...
Good luck.
Red piece A goes to B piece B.
Well, you always have to count like how many holes there are, how many little thingies down. You have to hook it into the last one, and yeah, you got to pay attention.
Oh yeah, it's. I look at it like an adult jigsaw puzzle.
It is,
but it's a lot harder.
And I don't know about you, it takes me a large amount of time to put something together. I have the Christmas wreath. I don't know if you've ever seen that. It is a small wreath. I believe it took me 2 to 3 hours to put together, just because I do it when I'm watching TV. But you kind of have to pay attention to what you're doing, because if you don't, then you're going to screw up and miss a piece.
And then you're going to throw it across the room.
I'm not going to throw it across the room, because then I got to find all the pieces.
Oh, well. You know, I've had pretty good luck until I dropped that up house.
How many times have you dropped that up house?
I dropped the house itself once, and then I knocked all the balloons off once. And that was what you heard the other day when I went, Mother, You're like, what'd you do now? And dropped the balloons.
It seems like more than twice.
No, not really. Just for one reason or another, if something doesn't stick on the way I'm expecting it to, like right away, I cuss and swear at it.
I've heard a lot of swearing going on up there with that up house. But you're doing something fun. You are extending your little diorama. You have your up house. What are you doing around it?
Oh, I put, let's see, I went and bought like the street pavement so that I would have like a road in front of the house. I got myself a stand so that I could have the up house float. I used what is a dog catcher thing for the orderlies that come to pick up Carl Fredricksen, because Up is like my favorite movie. So I've made a mess of my art table, putting together what I could do to put together one single picture.
And now you have the little hamburger truck.
I do. I have the little hamburger truck. That was pretty funny because I thought that like part of the instructions didn't come with it.
Yeah.
They were just stuck to the bottom. There's a second book. For a $25 piece of equipment, there's 2 books of putting it together.
Don't you have a bulldozer too?
There's a bulldozer, and there is, let's see, one of those things that flattens the road.
The steamroller.
The big steamroller. Yeah, I got one of those. Bunch of these $19 things that cost me $19, but it cost me like 3 hours. The instructions on the box say for 8 and up. I'm closer to 58 than 8. And guess what? It takes me 4 and 5 hours to put these things together.
And I believe you just bought and there's an entire like city block that you bought, didn't you?
There was for the background alone, and I haven't put it together.
Is it upstairs?
It's
somewhere?
Upstairs. There's more coming.
And you have an ice cream shop.
Yeah, there's an ice cream shop, and I got more coming so that I could get the free thing that they gave away if you spent $79 or more. Here's something else. You get this space alien that I'll never put together. I'll probably try to figure out a way to trade it for something that I would like.
What, a space alien? What does he look like?
I don't know. He's got like tentacles and stuff like that. It's like this whole little scene of like a space alien ship.
Oh,
that was the free thing that came with the $79 worth of shit that I bought.
like my floral trellis that I need to put together.
Yeah. So I got to get through the boxes that I have, but I keep getting more boxes. And the boxes take up more room than the Legos.
They do, but you don't want to throw them away. Don't throw away those boxes.
That's legend has it. That's what makes them worth more later, but I
don't do it.
I don't think I'm in a position where I care about what they're worth later.
Oh,
Unless I would have sold that Iron Man before.
I do because Legos never lose value.
They used to. Up until the Lego movie, which is where I kind of got my want to start doing Legos again, was that first Lego movie with that killer reveal at the end where like Will Ferrell's the dad. He was what was it? The Mr.
Lord Business.
Lord Business. And Chris Pratt was the main character, but somehow it was the kid acting the whole thing out and he was tearing his dad's Legos apart.
That was a great twist.
Oh my gosh, that twist, that was better than The Usual Suspect.
No, I wouldn't say better.
Oh, it was easily better because you did not see that coming
I didn't see it coming. I didn't see it coming at all, that it was some little kid maneuvering them all.
Yeah. And then Dad's like, what are you doing?
Through the part when they were talking about Craggle.
Yeah.
Like, I had no idea. Like, and that's very childlike if you think about it.
Yeah. Stuck that Craggle lid on the back of the guy's back and he was stuck with it. He couldn't get it off or anything like that.
The police remover of Niall.
Oh my gosh. What was the Band-Aid? There was just a random Band-Aid.
Oh, Band-Aid.
Oh, yeah, Band-Aid. And it had all these horrible corporate people and the one guy that just wanted to go, spaceship, spaceship.
Oh, I know. That was a great movie.
Yeah. That's kind of what got me into it. That was like the first Lego set that you guys bought me was like one of those like cheaper Lego
with
movie
Unikitty.
ones. Yeah, with Unikitty because Emma loved the Unikitty.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought the main character was great and Wild Style was funny and all that other stuff. So
it was funny. Because it really is true. Little kids play with Legos. You can they'll dump them out all over the floor and mix pieces and go to town without instructions. But man, I get it. Because now as an adult, I'm like, you put it together like the instructions say, damn it.
Don't screw it up.
Then don't touch it.
The road plates that I bought were great because I could make one long road or I could make an intersection or I could chop it up. It actually even came with like a part that looks like a crosswalk with a little sign that says crosswalk. That has like a dude walking in the crosswalk, but it's not the same as like a street sign we would see. It's in blue and green instead of like the yellow crosswalk. So it even has street lamps and stop and go lights.
Well, I'm going to warn you. Today, Lego had a little bit of an announcement, a trailer. They're making Lego sets based on the Wicked movie. If you haven't heard that yet, it's out.
I don't think that's for me.
Oh, that's for me.
But man, I am hoping that the Legos, because they used to say they're not into violence, but you look around and like Star Wars stuff all comes with guns, Ninjago stuff all comes with like swords and samurais and ninjas. I want them to make a Matrix set, even if it's just one.
I want to make the Dune worm, the sandworm.
That would be good too. They've made that one ship. You would think that the Matrix one would have came out like years ago though, because the Matrix, they're not making more movies. It's not a tie-in with anything. But is another Luke Skywalker Starfighter a tie-in to anything? Really?
No, not really.
It's tying into something that was made in the 70s.
So what do you think it is about Lego that you love so much?
They're small. It's small. Like even though there's massive sets that I'm thinking of and I'm looking at and everything like that, I see people take on up like their entire garages. I see people that are like their whole intention is to build this massive set. And then they want to take it apart and take it to the library, show it off to people. I spent $16,000 on my garage.
Ugh.
I can't imagine it. And like the stuff I see, like people making mountains and trees and stuff like that, they're not in any kits. They've got to like just piece out all those stuff. Like there's a television show where people are making Legos.
Oh yeah, I like that show. And now there's those brick shops where you can go and get specialty pieces. And
they're not specialty pieces. They're just broken up other sets. People come in and sell their old sets for cheap.
But it's considered a specialty piece. A window is not a regular piece.
Actually, I think this little clear one here, I don't think it says Lego anywhere on there. I think these people are making them with 3D printers.
I don't think so. That's from a Lego set.
Does it say Lego anywhere? Because they sent me
Your eyes aren't good.
They sent me like 300 pieces. They sent me those types. They sent me the single bricks. They sent me double bricks. They sent me flat pieces. I don't think that says Lego anywhere. And it's
Are you saying it's a Flego?
Yeah.
Well, because there's a number on here.
Right, but at the top of every Lego on all those
I know
prongs,
it says
they
Lego.
all say Lego on every single one of them.
It's probably a Flego.
It is. I'm sure it is.
But I want to know where all those clear pieces are.
They're all upstairs. I got them.
Like at the library, they had that whole big swimming pool that they built, and it was all clear Legos. Where are those? Where can you buy those?
Where can you buy those blue ones? The swimming pool, those were blue Legos that were so clear that you could see the the minifigure's legs underneath the water.
That's what I want. That's what I'm saying. Why won't Lego make a set of just clear pieces or just blue watery pieces or fences and things like that? Why can't I go to a Lego store and buy those things?
Oh no. Like the Lego store by our house, when we went there when our child was little and she wanted Legos, now she just wants minifigures that just kind of hide away in a closet somewhere because she just wants to make them in the store and walk and pay money. But when we would go in there when she was littler, they had that wall where you could get like a cup and you could just dump everything in it. And they had all these different pieces. Now the pieces are all like specialty pieces. Like, do I want a cup of handcuffs? No.
I know. Like big wheels and...
Like the other day when we were there, I was just looking for this piece, brown. I just wanted like 12 of them. Last time we were there, which was just a couple weeks ago, they had these in brown, but I didn't know I needed it then. Now I'm like, I need it because Carl Fredrickson's house has steps, but there's no steps in the upset. So I wanted to make steps to the house. And obviously you have to cover the whole floor underneath. So that could be like 15 or 16 pieces.
You know what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to join all these Lego groups.
I have been joining the Lego groups, and these people are making like fantastic stuff with just pieces that they're finding around the house. I actually posted once, what's the best piece you made with just your leftover Legos from sets? This dude had like a massive ship. He's like, I bought...
Spaceship!
He's like, I bought 4 pieces, and that's it. The rest of the ship is all from leftovers. That means leftovers like this size, leftovers single size, leftover round pieces.
That guy's probably an engineer. I just can't visualize. I don't know. Maybe I'm not creative that way. I just can't. I can just build like stacks of Legos. Just stack them up. I can't visualize a finished product like that. I've seen people make the Millennium Falcon out of random...
I know, I've seen it like...
And it looks exactly like the Millennium Falcon. I could never do that. I just can't.
And they're just colorful. Like, they're just like, here's a bunch of red and a bunch of yellow.
Actually, you could, because if you had the Millennium Falcon book, you could just find the pieces, even if it was like a pink color or something, that's what they would probably do.
That's the one piece of instruction that's in those Lego books that is really good. In the back, list all the pieces. If you have part 3,192, can I find 3,193 and it be blue? Or if I click on one of these like random sites that are selling like individual Legos, 3,192 is white, is, four dots or whatever they call them.
We're not up on the Legoese.
The only thing I've learned is that MOC means my own creation, while MOC in like other pieces of the world, like if you collect toys, is mint on card. So they all have their own lingo. So I don't know what these little dots are called. Someone will probably
They do have a name, actually. They do. And I don't remember what it is. I'll have to look it up. We really didn't research this well, did we?
We thought we did.
No, I didn't.
No, we were just talking about what we had fun with. But ages 8 and up.
Well, that's just a suggestion.
5.5 hours. Searching for pieces. Open bag 1. Wait. You need bag 2. Or that large Lego person that I made. The one that's like 3
Oh,
feet
yeah.
tall.
You got a Lego person. You thought it was a little Lego person.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a big Lego person. I thought it was going to just come with
one
legs.
piece or like a head and then a body.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be the body, the head, the legs. No, not at all. It was like 15 pieces for each hand and like 45 pieces for the legs. There was like 700 pieces to this set. And honestly, I opened the box up and was kind of disappointed. I'm like, I got to put something else together. I'm like, I thought this would take like 30 seconds.
But it's cute because there's a little, if you open up his hat, there's a little Lego man who's making him move like he's the big robot.
Yeah. I think that's the only way to make it interesting.
It's very cute. It's very cute.
And then there's a company that makes the case. So you could buy a case from them.
Oh, really?
But you can't buy those cases from Lego. Lego doesn't sell that stuff because they don't care. There's like a whole cottage industry for all this stuff now.
Oh, I know. You know what I want? And I've seen people make them, but they have to make them at home. And we don't have any kind of tools to do this. But they make the big tables that shake the Legos by size. Like it's the Lego sorter and it's like big and wooden. I've seen one on Etsy for like almost $1,000. It's how these people, it's expensive. But it's got little tubs on the shelves, got like 6 or 7 shelves deep. And you just put all your Legos in and it shakes them down. It sorts them by size.
Oh my gosh.
I would love to have one of those.
We don't even have that many Legos to need it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Emma has 2 huge containers in her room of Legos.
I know.
And now the wheels are turning. I can see you're like, oh, I'm going to go in her room and see what
I don't know where that stuff is. No,
I do.
I'm not looking. I might look for like my old Legos just to see if there's enough brown pieces in there. So I don't have to order
the Friends sets, and you don't like the Friends sets because they're purple and pink.
Yeah, but some of the Friends sets look good in a city.
They're cute.
But they look good in like a city. Like
there's one out that's like a little ski slope.
That's what I'm saying. They look good in a city. If you had like a ski resort city, they have like the one where they have the ambulance with the snowboarder. They have like a ski mountain where you kind of go up the little trellis and then you come down the ski slope. Put that with it. You got like 5 or 6 sets there as ski slope.
Folks, this is what happens when you get old. You start
piecing out.
You start getting toys that you like to play with when you're a kid.
And I don't play with them. I don't sit around and go, I'm Kyle Fredrickson.
He makes them and then puts them on a shelf and admires them.
And then I hope
like your autographs.
And then I hope the shelf doesn't crash.
Oh,
like that one video we saw.
Oh,
ooh, boy.
Yeah. They are heavy, some of them.
They can get heavy.
I have to put I bought the cabin, the A-frame cabin. I bought it. I still haven't put it together. It has a little outhouse with it and a little canoe and everything. It's super cute. Yeah, but I need shelves up before I put mine together.
You need to put things together.
Yeah.
Like shelves and just somewhere to put it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. We have so much space.
Oh, yeah. We're
flush with space.
Littered with space.
Mm-hmm. So what's your next Lego conquest that you're thinking about doing?
I don't know. I'm still building up to doing that Indiana Jones one that you guys bought me for Christmas. Still building up
with
to
the runaway boulder.
Yes, because that is a black series. That is a lot of pieces. That's going to be
a whole weekend, maybe Father's Day.
Well, I know that we bought the Boba Fett one so that when I passed my pharmacy test,
I was
going to put it together. It's been a year.
You still need to put the guitar together that I bought you.
I know.
You got to the string part, which was a little difficult for your tiny hands, and you quit.
Well, it was missing a piece.
It's not missing a piece.
It was missing a piece. No, it was missing a piece.
Let's fight about it.
I love it when they're missing pieces. And then I just contact
I'm telling you,
this is missing this. And they're like, okay, we'll send it. And in 4 days, there's a piece that you were missing. And then you find the piece that you were missing, and then you're in good shape because now I have 2. But no, that Lego man was missing those pieces because that Lego man kit did not have any extra pieces left in it. It was the only kit I've ever put together that I can recall ever that didn't have like 2 little blue things or 2 little red round pieces or something like that.
I've never had a missing piece from a Lego set. Ever.
I love contacting the Lego people.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
They're the most customer service friendly people ever.
The Lego people are on it. I like it because it's a very organized, kind of OCD friendly toy.
That's really what it is.
Because every piece is numbered and cataloged, and it just seems very organized to me in a logical way.
I don't see those numbers or nothing until it's all over. And then I go thumbing through the back going, oh, what was this?
I love the back because it's just laid out perfectly about which piece.
I think the one set I did, it was laid out by color.
That is one dream job that I always thought would be great, would be an engineer. at the Lego company. All you do is just put Legos
I
together.
imagine that'd just be. All I know is I remember when I was a kid, like once all my Legos got mixed together, all I could do was make houses. I remember they had that base plate that was like as thick as these bricks,
Yeah.
one big green one, and I just filled it in.
In the early 80s, I had one of the castle sets. I wish I would have kept it because wow, would that be worth something. I remember putting that together. It had a little drawbridge with the little crank
Aw.
that the bridge came up.
Oh my gosh, like Scott's Masters of the Universe set.
Yeah, it is. I totally remember that. I don't, that's long gone now, but oof. I want the ship in a bottle set.
Yeah.
That's retired.
That's retired, yeah.
I found it at a used Lego shop and I should have bought it because it is.
But it was
out.
already put together. That's not fun.
I don't care. I just want it because it's super cute. It's a little ship in a bottle.
I just want.
Right. Well, and now they retire things so fast, you don't have a chance to.
I know. That's why I spent the money so I could get that space alien thing. They'll retire it and then I'll trade it off for something that I want. Maybe I'll get a ship in the bottle.
And they have websites where you can see how much they're worth now that they're retired. It's a whole.
I don't want to look at that
It's a whole big
part.
thing. It's almost as bad as autographs.
Autographs are, the prices vary
Mm.
constantly.
You know what? Oh, I'll tell you what's a little like autographs to segue a little bit off on a tangent. I don't know if you have this in your town, but we have a place in Northwest Columbus called Where You Been. It's a store just filled with bins where either Amazon stuff has fallen off a truck, in quotes, somewhere, or people buy pallets of Amazon crap that's been returned or whatever, and they just throw them in bins. And on Fridays, everything in the bins is $14. And then Saturday, it goes down to $12.
I thought it was, and it's 7 on Sundays. I don't know what it is
Oh,
Saturdays.
10 maybe on Saturday. And then, yeah, it goes down to 7 and down until Thursday, everything in the bin's 25 cents. And then they start over on the next Friday.
But they leave the quarter stuff in the bins.
Right. So last Friday, I hadn't been there in a long time and I don't know what came over me, but we've noticed on their social media lately, people have been purchasing Lego sets. On Fridays because that's the day that they get in brand new stock and it's good stuff. And I actually found a curling iron there. It was like worth $100 and some. I knew exactly what it was and what I had, and I bought it for like $14. So I went on a whim just to see what it would be. It was insane. Huge autograph energy from these people. All these big dudes like throwing boxes everywhere, just digging through stuff, trying to find something that was worth a lot of money. I just didn't have the patience for it. But I do go there to buy our coffee pods because you can buy a case which has 6 little containers of 10 to 12 pods in it. So for $14. And that's a good deal.
So where you been? Give us a call so that we can advertise your space right here. And let everyone know what's going on.
But it used to be good. It used to be fun because it was kind of a little secret in our area. Not many people knew about it. Then all of a sudden, people started showing up, and now it's not fun.
I have not been
And
there on Friday.
it's really not fun on Friday. It used to. It was first come, first serve. If you were at that door and first in line, you got to go in first. Now they make you stand in one long line and they go down and it's like choosing people for gym class. Like you're in group 1, you're in group 2, you're in group 3, you're in 1, 2, 3, all the way down the line. And they have 3 lines and then they take in group 1 and then they take in group 2 and then they take in group 3.
So
you could have been there first, but be in group 3.
Nice. So where you been? You can contact us at mybigfatjunkdrawer.com. Advertising space is available.
Oh my gosh.
Lego while you're at it.
But if you go, and I always forget this, take some disposable nitrile gloves or a hearty slather of hand stuff, sanitizer, because it's dirty. But I have found a lot of things. The last time I went I found like a set of 24 of those, those leftover containers, but they're glass with the lids. I want to get rid of all the plastic containers and replace them with glass. Those can be kind of pricey. $14 for like a whole set of like 30 or something like that.
166 coffee pods.
I know.
$10.
I know.
$10 sitting on a pallet. $10.
I'm telling you, coffee pods are the thing to get there. That's what we get. And it's all Starbucks pods.
And now we've ruined it for ourselves. Now
I know. Well,
there
goes that. There goes that. So, what is next for you on the hobby list other than your Lego?
I have no idea.
What else are you going to get into?
I don't know.
Oh, it's almost...
Hopefully nothing.
It's planting season now, so you're going to be outside planting flowers.
I just want to see bumblebees survive.
Well, that's nice of you.
Yeah. We don't have anything to eat if there's no bees.
I know.
Like there's no fruits, no vegetables.
That's right.
We'll all die. We'll all die. We're already
This took a turn.
We're already overpopulated and we need bees.
What a turn this has taken.
I know, huh? Isn't it great?
Now it's depressing. We went from Lego to death.
So back to the Legos. Lego.com. Please give us a contact.
My God.
We could really use some free sets.
Oh my God.
Especially with the amount of money we spent in the last couple months. I accidentally bought that ice cream set twice.
Yeah, well, you returned it.
I had to return it, and then they were like sketchy with me. They're like, oh, well, do you have your Lego.com account available so that we can see that you've purchased
They don't mess around at Lego. They don't want any riffraff stealing from them. I will say, though, a lot of our Lego sets have graciously been due to the perk we get at our work, which allows for spending $125 per quarter on hobbies and games and toys. And Lego is specifically listed. So
for now.
The cabin that I bought,
I know.
thank you, work.
I know, huh? Isn't it great?
Yep.
And you already got the refund, too.
Yeah.
So you're already blowing it on coffee pods.
That's right.
And Pyrexware.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Which, because it's not another quarter hasn't gone by, we can't use the Pyrexware to take that off on the next group of $125 because you only get to do that 4 times a year.
Oh, man.
Advertising, advertising, advertising.
Right.
Just like my t-shirt that says, I'm not a legs man, I'm not a breast man, I'm a brick man.
Oh.
It has falling Legos.
Did you get a shirt that says that?
No, I'm making a shirt that says that. You can find that on my Redbubble page.
Oh, my God.
You'll be able to find that on my Redbubble page in about a week. Maybe someone will email you and go, how do I find that shirt?
I doubt it.
I do too.
Doubtful that anyone's going to say that.
Right now, I think your viewers or your listeners skew women. And I don't think they're going to want, I'm not a breast man or a leg man t-shirt.
I think they skew 5 minutes and then they say, I'm on to something else.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go outside and take a walk.
Just like me and my hobbies, or you and your hobbies, and the crafting. Crafting has gotten wonderful. You're up there painting stuff.
Oh, yeah, I am. I got a paint by number at Michael's a few weeks ago. It's a cute little Sweet Pickles bus, a VW bus. We call it a Sweet Pickles bus because if you are a child of the 80s and Generation X, you remember the books you could buy and the little bus that it came in was a Sweet Pickles bus. So
Weren't they Sweet Pickles books?
Yeah,
wasn't like that
books,
like the company?
but we call it the Sweet Pickles bus. Yeah. So I bought a paint by number of a Sweet Pickles bus that I'm going to put up in my craft room / office / podcast / laundry area.
And when Amanda gets her computer back up and running, we'll be cricketing new stickers for our Lego sets so that they could match what we're actually looking for.
I guess I'm
and
being
not
put to work.
That's right.
Oh, / gym, because I got to put my treadmill
Oh, yeah, you
down.
got a treadmill to put up in here, too.
Yeah. So what else are you doing these days?
Absolutely nothing. Going to
Except
work.
Legos.
Absolutely nothing. Going to work and then trying to figure out how to stage a good Lego photo. I had to go through my iPhone to learn how to take a photo where I could blur out the background just a little bit so that the stuff that I want to focus on is front and center and nice and crisp and clean.
No, you want to blur because we've made some mistakes with our social media and our kid has pointed out that there's some security issues in the background.
Oh, no, I took that picture down.
Yeah, I know. Because your kid yelled at you.
Yeah. Do you know this has our Wi-Fi password on it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
I know how to clean that up, though. I just didn't see it there.
Well, she did. And she told you about it.
I know.
She's all over it.
Right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
She's like,
Yeah.
punch, punch, punch. She was in school when she did that. She's not supposed to be on her phone in school.
Well, I think it was lunch.
I hope so.
Yes.
I doubt it. But
it is summer. It's going into summer, so it's autograph season for you. Are you getting the autograph itch for anything this year?
not really. No, I'm getting over that
Yeah,
as much as I can. There's not much to do in Columbus.
I know.
We don't have like all 4 professional sports teams, which is where you start. I do a lot of advertisements for people that are doing signings, though.
Yeah.
Because now, like every athlete on the
signing.
yeah, right. Well, right now, sports signings. There's been a couple that have been celebrity signings. Like I did that one to help Dave out with the John Travolta signing.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a lot of them, but these days autographs are a little bit different than they were when I was in the 90s and the early 2000s. Everyone's now that the eBay train has sailed. I'll say it just like that too. The train has sailed after the eBay train has left the station, and after 20 some odd years of hearing every celebrity going, this dude's going to wind up on eBay, when most people don't sell on eBay anyway. Now they've all gotten the bug to sell their autographs themselves. Probably not a bad idea. A lot of people during the pandemic, during COVID, a lot of people didn't have work. It's a great way to make some money. That's how the companies that I do advertisements for got started. They started doing signings with smaller athletes, smaller celebrities, have built it up to bigger celebrities where they can afford a little bit more. Because I think like the John Travolta signing was a $700,000 payment to John.
Good grief.
I know.
I wish someone would pay me for my autograph.
Maybe someday. Who knows?
Doubtful.
I know.
Very, very doubtful.
The ship is sailing.
I thought the train has sailed.
The train has sailed. The ship has sailed. It's all gone.
All right, Austin Powers.
But now, like, everyone's doing it. So, like, even athletes, like, it used to be that only, like, star athletes were doing signings. Then it would be, like, guys doing signings at, like, the gas station that were, like, your offensive lineman on a football team. Now everyone wants $50. Things have gotten so weird. I remember when I used to do minor league baseball with my dad, and guys who are in the Hall of Fame now, like Ramon Martinez, would stand there and take every one of your cards and sign them all for my dad. Not a big deal. Now there's guys in the minor leagues that are $100. $100 for a dude who may not pan out.
That's no fun.
But people treat it as like an investment more than it is, I want this autograph anymore as well. Like they want the minor league player because his autograph looks better than it will 3 years into the majors, where he's just like scribbling something, not even looking at the item anymore. He's just, might as well be a circle.
It's just not fun anymore. There's no element of fun to it.
No, not really. And now all the baseball parks, now they all have the fences up all over the place. So
yeah.
So because people don't know how to bring their glove to the game and save their own lives, now the team has to do it. So here, let's put up this fence. So what I do see is of players signing, there's like a line near like a door, and like everyone has to hand their stuff underneath the netting, and a player does like one at a time. I used to watch days, like I'd watch Ricky Henderson go down the line, and his autograph said Ricky Hend, or Mark McGuire with his upside down G, then his lower G. And that was kind of the whole signature. But he did 300 of them at the game. Now you see guys sign like 6 or 7, and that's the end of the signing.
They're not very willing to.
Gone are the days of like when I used to do the Suns and Kevin Johnson would give me and my friend Kevin tickets just because we were kids.
Oh, yeah. No, that
like,
doesn't
here's kids. No. I remember when we thought we'd get tickets from like everybody, and we asked some guy from the Giants for tickets because players get all these tickets. And a guy from the Giants came over later on and goes, here's the tickets. They're $75 a piece. I don't have $75. I thought you were going to give them to me. Because it becomes so normal. Like guys like Sean Kempa give me tickets to see the Seattle Supersonics once or twice when they came to town. Kind of got friendly with them. I'm like, hey, do you know of any extra tickets? He's like, yeah, I have a couple that I can't use. I thought my mom was coming or one of my friends or something. They're not going. I went to playoff games, sports, anything for free.
Yeah, no, that doesn't happen anymore.
No, there was a time.
Hey up.
There was a time where, like, no matter how you looked at it, the players were expected to sign. Now they're not expected to sign at all.
Not at all.
Now it's like completely like autograph friendly. You used to be able to go to the hotels for football teams, baseball teams, basketball teams, and stand in the lobby. Then it was stand outside. Then it was stand across the street. Then it was tell the companies across the street to call the cops.
Well, that happened when we went to get Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
My 4 a.m.
Yeah, the wonderful
autograph because the hotel was trying to kick us off. And the Foo Fighters manager, their tour manager was like, they're all right.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Leave them alone.
There's just like 6 people here. You're fine.
The best part about all that stuff is like what hotels...
Thank you, Gus, by the way.
is what hotels think they can get away with by telling you to leave a public sidewalk.
Mhm.
Like if you do this long enough, you know where you can stand and where you can't stand. This is a public street. I could stand right here. I could be loitering if you call the cops if I'm there long enough. But the cops, they don't do anything.
No.
Well, it depends on the city.
Well-
I did go to the All-Star game in Milwaukee, Wisconsin one year, and they put stands up across the street for us. They wouldn't let us anywhere near that hotel. Like you're the yellow players down the street, and like they walked everywhere, but we were across the street, and like the autographers don't have the best social skills in general. I'll say it
Boy,
just
that's an understatement.
the best line I ever heard was outside a club in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where a guy said, if you really want to get autographs and get in with these players, you need to dress better and don't stink.
So, will you be cleaning out the garage this summer and making a whole Lego area for yourself?
I'm not there yet. No.
You want to, though. I can see that look in your eye. The wheels are turning.
I don't know. I just don't know if I'm going to, how do I put it? I don't know if I'm going to care a year from now, to be honest.
Are we going to sell all these off in a year and get rid of them?
No, I'll just have them.
Oh, I'm not. I'm going to sell them all.
I'm going to lose $15 on every box.
No, I'm not.
Well, then don't put them together. That's the whole point.
I am going to put them
You're not
together.
going to make a profit if you put them together,
I'm
because then
gonna
you got to
enjoy
take
it.
them apart and put them back in Ziploc bags. You don't put them in
I have already prepared for that because I gently break open the lid when I get them with a knife and lift open the box. I already have the Ziploc bag marked with the set number and name on there. So it's all
Nerd alert. Nerd alert.
That's
Nerd alert.
fine. Call me a nerd.
I thought I was nerdy. Christ.
I am.
She's got me beat with her Foo Fighters tour shirt on.
Well,
So cute. Happy Mother's Day.
I have 2. I have 4 more to get because they
Because you can't
decided to
start a
do-
collection without finishing it.
Well, they decided to put their names on the back of each shirt. So I have Rami's and Nate's shirt. And Dave sold out, of course. So
They'll just make more.
I need Dave, Josh, Pat, and Shifty.
Oh, good. At least those are real stripes. They're not like dyed on.
Yeah.
Nice. They're cute. They look
I
good.
know.
I know. Good answer. So good. So good and fun.
Ugh.
Boy,
I learned by watching you.
I know. You've been around me way too long.
Probably.
Every time someone says, that looks really nice, I know. You've done a really good job of that. I know. You're really good at that. I know.
Oh, my God.
No, thank you. No, none of that. Oh, thanks very much.
So other than Legos, what else are you doing?
Absolutely nothing. Working. It's not summer for me and you.
I know. I said that in my last episode. I don't know why I'm excited for summer because it's not my summer break. It is, though, in a way. I don't have to wake someone else up and get someone on a bus and do all of that stuff.
Kick her ass.
So
to
it
get the homework
is.
done.
It is a break for me, and I enjoy it.
Drop her off at your mom's for 3 weeks. And
She'll gladly go because
I
she don't
know.
want to be
I
over
know.
here.
'Cause no one tells me what to do at Nina's. She barely tells me to wash. And then Nina
They go get
calls.
ice cream and snacks.
Every day.
So it's a party every day
It
at
is.
Nina's house.
And Nina's very happy to just sit here, turn the TV on, let her play with her iPad the
Yeah.
whole time.
They watch their Dateline episodes and
That's where she
get
got
on
it from.
with it.
And the British and
Mysteries.
British mystery shows. That's going to be her summer.
That's just fine. Enjoy it, kid, because
We have concerts to go to at the end of the summer.
we do.
Metallica, Pearl Jam, maybe
Both
going to Collective
in-
Soul.
Both in Chicago.
I know. we
How
gotta go
the hell did that happen? Well,
Are you
we
kidding?
had to buy Metallica 2 years ago when
2
that
ye-
tour went on sale.
Yeah. Isn't that great?
And then Pearl Jam comes up, and you have to go to Pearl Jam wherever they are because they're always 5 hours plus away.
They don't believe in the capital city. They'll play Cleveland.
Last
eventually.
time we had to go to Louisville to see them. Now we have to go to Chicago twice.
I wanted to go to Boston.
No, Chicago's going to be enough.
So the city of Chicago, give us a call. We could actually use some advertising money. As we're coming twice, we would love to stay in your city for free.
So I'm turning it into an improv weekend, and I'm making Mike go to improv shows while we're there because it's the best. The best.
City of Chicago, where should we stay? Where can you put us up that we're not going to get robbed or mugged?
Oh, that list is small.
It's dwindling by the second. I'm looking at the viewers
I
now.
love Chicago. I can't wait. It'll be fun. I love it.
We're going to go to Shermer High School. Because Shermer, Illinois. We're going to go throw eggs at John Hughes' house and say, this isn't your home.
Actually, this
maybe
is
I can
gonna
get
be-
chased by Harold Ramis with a shovel in Chicago again like I last time I went.
Harold Ramis died.
Or not Harold Ramis, the dude from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Oh, Rick Moranis.
Rick, same thing.
Jesus. No, it isn't.
Same thing,
It's
just
very
like a half a
different.
foot shorter.
Two different people.
Oh, please. He could. I could ask him for an autograph, and then he could open the trunk of his car and go, just wait 1 second, and then pull out a shovel and chase me down the road. That's the number one story.
That's pretty great. What's your Tom Hanks story? He's the nicest guy in Hollywood.
He's the nicest guy in Hollywood, if you want to believe it. He's the nicest guy. He's the nicest guy in Hollywood if you're drunk at the same bar as him and he can snap photos of you passed out.
Oh, yeah. He does that.
Yeah, him and Bill Murray, they're sweethearts.
Please leave me be.
Sweethearts with Bill Murray and Tom Hanks. Yeah, they're real nice guys.
I bet they'd be nice to me.
Oh, please. Bruce Willis. Those are the top 3 nicest people I've ever seen.
And moving on. Moving on.
Nothing else is going on this summer. Work.
Well, what movies are coming out? Oh, Inside Out 2. We're excited about that.
You're excited about that.
It's a cute
I wanted to
movie.
see Fall Guy. We haven't seen that yet.
Well, we'll go. We'll go
As quickly as they're streaming, by the time they get to the theater,
that's
they're
the
already on the
thing.
streaming.
You gotta get them
already.
quick.
I
There's
know.
no time.
Argyle, that should have still been in the theater.
I know. That's crazy. I don't like that. I love movie theaters. I love going to movies.
Yeah.
I'll risk COVID to go to a movie theater.
We didn't do that either because everyone else wasn't risking COVID. So then Disney lost a fortune putting everything streaming.
I know, but I miss movie theaters. I'll go to a movie theater. I love it. It's the way they're meant to be seen. Dune, have to see it in a movie theater. Had to see it in IMAX.
Did we see the first one in IMAX? I thought
Yes,
we just
we
saw it in
did.
the theater.
I believe we saw it in IMAX because I demand some movies we see in IMAX.
We saw Poor Things at the
Blade Runner we saw in IMAX.
Yeah, we did.
So, yeah. There were certain things that I must see in IMAX.
We saw all 3 of the Dark Knight trilogy. Well, together we saw 2 of them
Yes.
in IMAX. We saw the third one twice in the same weekend,
Oh, I know. It was so good.
opening weekend.
That was that Dark Knight Rises?
Yeah, that's the one with Tom Hardy, with Bane,
Bane.
with all the low angle shots so he looks like he's 7 foot tall.
The people.
All those beautiful, beautiful low angle shots up his back so that his looks like he's really big and muscular, but he's about 5'7".
I was born in it. Molded by it.
You merely adopted a dog.
That's the greatest. Oh my gosh.
Too bad.
Too nutty.
But my friend Saul is in Dark Knight, so
Oh, yeah.
Love it. See it again just because he's in there for 30 seconds. He's the guy that when Christian Bale wants to grab the rope so they could climb out of the pit, there's Saul putting the rope around his back because that's what Saul does. He's a stuntman.
Very good. What other things do you know? Is that it for today?
I don't know anything.
You're plumb out.
I'm plumb out today.
You just want to talk about your Legos and how that's going.
It's not going though. I've dropped that set.
Why did you drop it?
You know what? Because I put it on that stand and then I tried to carry the stand around.
So he's trying to put this up house on this stand to
We're
elevate
back to this.
to make it look like it's elevated.
And it fell off because I tried to carry it
Twice.
around on the stand.
Twice.
No, the second time it fell off because I was taking it off the stand. That's why, is because my hand slipped, grabbed the balloons, pulled all the balloons off.
You
But
even put extra balloons on that.
I know I have twice as many balloons because I have 2 sets. Because I broke the first one and you're like, I think you're going to lose pieces. You need to get that done. So I'm going to buy another one. And it just appeared at the house. I didn't buy it. I didn't even order it. I didn't even look where it was.
Yeah, I did order it because I figured you could use.
You're like, I can get it on Amazon just $1 cheaper than at Target.
That sounds like old Bane.
I know. I can get it on Amazon. Hold on a second. Let me put my teeth back in.
Well,
okay, that's fine.
The Wicked sets are coming up. There's a massive Lego drop around June 1st.
Oh, that's straight chick stuff.
No, it isn't.
What guys are going to buy the Wicked set? I want to have...
Maybe several.
Well,
I can't wait.
they're going to have green people.
Hmm?
They're going to have green people.
Well, yeah, Elphaba will be green.
Why do they have to be green?
She's the witch.
But why do they have to be green?
Because she's the Wicked Witch.
She's not
Has
the
to be
green
green.
witch. She's not the Wicked Witch of Green. She's like the Wicked Witch of the South or the North or the Middle Earth. I don't know.
Actually, because she was green, they just assumed she was bad and evil and everything.
Because green always signifies slimy people.
So poor
Snakes
Elphaba,
are
actually.
green, crocodiles are green. So
It's a great musical.
Green. It was fun to see.
I've seen it like 3 or 4 times.
I saw it with you once. You took my mom once too.
I did. I took my mom once. So yeah, I've seen it 3 or 4 times.
We went and saw it the night Barack Obama was elected president.
That's right. I remember that.
We're like, we could walk out and have a different president.
Mm-hmm. At the Pantages.
Yep. Or it could be George Bush.
So
Who else?
what have we learned today about Legos?
Jack nothing.
They're tiny. They hurt when you step on them.
They're wonderful interlocking brick pieces.
I'm glad they put in that little lever thing that pries the bricks apart.
Yeah, I was trying to pull stuff off the floor on my Lego base plate today. That don't work on those at all. It didn't.
Yeah, I can't figure it.
It wouldn't get underneath the piece.
I think took a paring knife to the ones that you gave me last week because you couldn't get them apart and I had to pry them with a knife.
Nice. It's always a safety.
Yeah, do not do that at home. That is not recommended.
I have a shipping box cutter you could use next time instead.
Ouch. I think that would be worse.
X-Acto
I'll
knife.
just use an old steak knife.
X-Acto knife. Get it in there and bend the knife all up.
Oh my gosh.
Old staples. Rusty nail.
Anybody want some tetanus?
How about my old Legos? Teeth.
Ugh, no.
Rip them apart with your teeth and rip out one of your eye teeth. And now I have a cavity. No, that's not a cavity. That's a broken tooth.
Mike, it's been a pleasure to
Nose
have
hair.
you today.
I think we just pulled one hair out of my head and just pry it in there. And
Are you still talking?
not really. Riffing on nothing.
All right. Well, thanks for coming back and sharing your Lego knowledge today. I appreciate it.
I don't think I imparted any knowledge. I just said, here's some stuff.
Well,
We just talked about Legos. There's no history here. Like the one little tidbit, I think from what I understood from that Netflix show, that Lego was going out of business if it wasn't for that movie.
oh, Lego's never going to go out of business. That's crazy.
Or they were going to stop selling it in America. I know that they sell different sets in different countries of the same thing. So Lego people, we need a stronger Up House. We need the Black Series adult house of Up House. That would be great because the Up House that I have now is very flimsy, and if you drop it on the floor, it blows into 1,000 pieces. I'd like to drop it on the floor and it stay completely intact like a really solid glass bottle.
Then you have to craggle it.
I don't want to do that
Well,
because that's more work than putting it together.
maybe, but that's what you're going to have to do.
Does the crazy glue come with like just a little hole that's about as big as that? So you
Yeah,
go,
it comes with the tiny tube and you just dot it on.
huh?
Yeah, you got to craggle it.
Oh no, that feels like cement.
Well-
That feels like work.
Well, it does, but
This is supposed to be fun.
there you have it. And there you have it. Another episode of My Big Fat Junk Drawer. You can find me at mybigfatjunkdrawer.com. Email me at mybigfatjunkdrawer@gmail.com. Send me an email. Tell me how weird we are, whatever. Tell me your Lego story. I don't care. Tell me any story. I want to hear it. So until next time, see you later. Bye.